What's up? I'm going to be going over this. It is the Pandora's Box arcade stick. So let's get into it. Here's the unit itself. It's a two-player fight pad style console. It has a control stick for each person and then the 6 action buttons with a coin and a start button as well. Here are the player 2's buttons. On the back, there's the power switch, the power plug, HDMI, VGA, an audio port, the volume wheel, a menu button, and 2 USB ports. It does have an RGB glow to it, so it's not the best, but here it is. Here I'm playing Marvel vs. Capcom, just showing off some of the capabilities of it. Please excuse the garbage gameplay. Also, I couldn't get my capture card to record the gameplay from this, so sorry about that. Pretty much all the games I've played on it have ran really smooth. There's a few that have a weird screen tearing issue, like Super Mario Bros., but I haven't found that many that have this issue. Here I'm just going to do a quick sound test of the buttons and sticks. Next, I'm going to open this up. First, you just need to remove the 3 screws on the front. It just opens with a hinge. There's the main board. On the left, there's a fan. The right, there's the speaker. And then all of these buttons are actually replaceable, so you can change them to whatever buttons you want. And the stick is also replaceable, so you can change that to whatever you want as well. And you can see the RGB light strip in the bottom. The fan itself is kind of loud, but it's not too distracting. The speaker doesn't sound great, but it's definitely usable. Here's a quick look at the menu. You just hit the button on the back of the console and it takes you to this, where you can change the settings on how many coins it costs to play, the difficulty of each game. Now I'm just going to go through the list of games that came on my console. And you can save up to 30 favorites, so you don't have to scroll through the list every time. And there's definitely a lot of good games on here. I'm sure there's some that you'll probably never play, but there's a lot of really good ones. If anybody's interested in this, I'll leave an Amazon link in the description below to a couple of units that are actually even better than mine. They come with more games and they can play 3D games. And I think they're about the same price. Here's part of a good round of Galaga that I had while recording this, just to show off some more of the emulation that it does. It feels like a pretty solid arcade stick. Controls just about as easy, if not better, than most arcade machines you'll find in the public. And some of this gameplay is sped up just so the video isn't too long. I would recommend this for someone who just wants an all-in-one arcade cabinet. You can just set it up extremely easy, as you'll see later on when I show you my setup. And it just works as a really nice substitute arcade cabinet. Here I finally hit all the enemies in a challenge stage. Here's how I actually have it set up in my house. I have it on this desk with these two bar stools as seating, and they're hooked up to this monitor that has a 4:3 aspect ratio, so it feels more like the arcade, and it works well for 2 players. And this can be used as a 2-player controller for PC. You just have to plug it into the lower USB port with the provided dual-ended USB cable. It works well as a PC fight stick. I'm not a huge fight stick player, so I'm not positive on how it feels compared to other ones, but to me it feels like a pretty good fight stick. And it feels fairly easy to pull off the basic combos in Dragon Ball FighterZ. I can see it working well for pretty much any PC fighting game, especially since you can use it as a 2-player stick. However, you do have to map out all the controls in Steam is what I was using it in. I had to go into big picture mode and assign all the buttons, but it wasn't that hard. Thanks for watching my video on the Pandora's Box arcade stick. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up. If you have any questions, leave a comment down below and let me know how you liked my setup. And subscribe for more content coming soon. Thanks for watching. I'm just gonna end off with some gameplay of Metal Slug on my actual setup where I normally play this.